Hey, what's going on, guys? Jason here, and thanks for coming back to the shop today. If it's your first time here, welcome. Thanks for coming. If you've been hanging out for a while, you're going to notice today that some things have changed out in the shop. I've taken a couple weeks and I've kind of redid everything, put tools where they need to go, move stuff around to make it a little bit more efficient and a little bit easier to work and show things to you guys. The basic layout's the same, but I just had to do some stuff to help out with productivity. Needless to say, we're going to be back out here and kicking off the videos very soon. We got a bunch more parts in. Today we're going to work on the steering itself. We got a couple parts to install, so let's go ahead and get to that. Alright, what a pain that was. Alright guys, so here we are with the parts that we're going to be installing today. We have a steering box. This is a stock replacement steering box from rockauto.com. We're not putting any crazy tires or anything on this, so I don't think that we're going to need hydro assist or anything crazy like that. Going to be a pretty mild, pretty stock Jeep, just meant for trails and driving. Another thing that we're going to be installing is our steering box brace from Mountain Off-Road Enterprises. Read through the instructions here. They were pretty straightforward. Not a whole lot as far as the modifications or anything that you got to do. It's all pretty simple. This is the steering box bracket itself. We went ahead and cleaned this up, refurbed it, got it sanded down, painted up. So let's go ahead and get some of this installed. Now, we've talked about this before, but one of the first things you guys want to do is make sure your hardware is clean, and if you do have holes and stuff, tap them out. Just if you start stripping threads and all that stuff, everything gets kind of crazy and it's just rough. You can see here that there's a little bit of thread locker still in the seams of these bolts. These are the original bolts. I'm going to reuse them. Just go ahead and clean them up and get started. Alright guys, when you're getting ready to install this, the steering box bracket, you'll notice that there's an indexing dowel on here that corresponds with a hole next to one of the frame holes. So make sure that you've got that indexing dowel in there and everything fits nice and snug. Other than that, go ahead and pop her up there. Once again, you always want to make sure, since we used a lot of frame coating on this frame, that you go ahead and tap out the holes in your frame if you're going to do this, just to make sure they're clean and everything's on there good. You'll also notice that if you take a good look at this bolt, there's anti-seize on it. I'm a firm believer in anti-seize, thread lockers, thread lubricants, all that stuff. Technology is great. I am using new hardware here because this steering box bracket, I had to cut off the donor vehicle. It just didn't want to come off. The bolts were stuck in the frame. Another reason to go ahead and make sure you tap this stuff out and use anti-seize. So I'm going to get this snugged up and we will come back and torque it down to spec in a minute. So I wanted to go ahead and show you guys real quick that you actually have to put this bottom bolt in before you thread this one up. If you don't, when you go to pull the steering box out, you'll see that that nut makes contact with this one. So let's make sure that you got this forward bottom bolt installed, and then you can go ahead and finish tightening up your steering box bracket itself. Torque for steering box bolts of 1995 is 65 foot-pounds. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and slip all 4 of the mounting bolts themselves in. I'm gonna get these ones through the brackets. You will remember that we went ahead and cleaned these up and applied Loctite to them. This stuff right here is great. I actually got introduced to this Loctite gel through work. Impressed so much with it that I went out and bought my own. Great tool to have. Works really good, sticks to the bolt threads well, doesn't run all over the place. So I think it's a super buy. You guys might not like it as much as I do, but I think this stuff's great. So go ahead and put a nice little coat on there. Let me show you another trick too. You guys probably already know this, but if you're gonna be doing bolts that are similar threads, you can just kind of marry them up if you get a little bit too much Loctite on there. So let's go ahead and get our Loctite applied and get our box mounted up. Once again, guys, this is a stock steering box. Nothing special about it. Stock replacement from Rock Auto. A little bit heavy, a little bit awkward to get started on the bolts here. Let's make sure all our bolts are pulled back and get her started. All right, guys, so the next thing that we're gonna do is install our steering box brace from Mountain Off-Road Enterprises. It's part number SB9037W. Here's what the kit comes with. It comes with the actual brace bar that goes transverse across the frame. It's got a powder coated but shot peened type finish. It's not completely smooth. It's pretty nice. Looks to be pretty quality. We have the collar itself that goes around the steering box near where the pitman arm goes. If you put too much leverage on the box at the bottom, then you can actually start wiggling it free. You can pull the bolts through the frame. You can strip the bolts out. The bolts can rattle loose. There's just a lot of stuff that can happen. Hopefully this will head all that off at the pass. And then we have also got our mounting bolts with crush sleeves. If you're going to be mounting anything through the frame and it doesn't come with a crush sleeve, you should probably have one. You'll notice that this crush sleeve encompasses the entirety of the shoulder bolt. So it seems to be pretty good. It also has a captive torque or tighten to torque crimp nut on there. So these are going to be pretty much set and forget. Torque specs are included in the instructions. Let's get it done. So guys, there's going to be a right way and a wrong way to install this thing. You want to make sure that the clamp itself is up here above the pitman arm. It does show a picture of that. And then the brace itself is going to come across here and bolt to these two holes in the frame. Your 3/4 inch sleeves are going to slide in from this side because the actual hole on the other side is not big enough for those sleeves to slide in. So we're going to go ahead and pre-assemble this bracket and get it ready to kind of hang up here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and slide the sleeves through the frame and then get the bolts through the sleeves just to kind of get them in place and to hold them. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab this bar and stretch it across. Now it seems like the powder coat is kind of grabbing the bolt as it tries to pass through a little bit. So I guess you got to go ahead and thread them through. Kind kind of just feels like it's a little bit bound up there, probably because the angle this is at. So we'll just go ahead and keep threading them through and bottom them out until the bracket's satisfied. Now the next part of the process is to get your clamp ready. Now the order that you want this to go in is you want to slide the bolt into a washer, you want to slide the bolt through a half of the clamp on one side and through the other half on the other, place another washer and then your crimp nut. On this side here, you're going to do the same thing with the hardware. You're going to put a flat washer under the bolt, then you're going to put the bolt through the half, and then you're going to go ahead and put your crimp nut and flat washer on the other side. That's going to kind of hang loose there a little bit. And go ahead and get our hardware set up here on this. Now we could probably go ahead and tighten this up, but what I want to do is I want to make sure the orientation of these is right. I'm going to take a quick look at the picture real fast and see if they've got the bolts going through this way or the bolts coming through this way. Give me 1 second. Alright, so those don't say anything. What it does say is tighten these bolts here first to 55 foot-pounds, and then you're going to come back through and tighten these bolts here to 45 foot-pounds. So let's go ahead and get that done real quick. So these two bolts right here are 3/4 of an inch, and these two bolts right here are 11/16. So I'm going to go ahead and get these snug down, and then we will come back through and torque them to spec. Now I did notice when I was sitting there holding this box up that it lines up perfectly along the bottom of that box. So I'm going to try to make sure that that's where it stays at, if possible. I don't know. See how it works out here. That's it. If you look here, you can see our new steering box brace and new steering box installed on the frame. Everything went pretty smooth. It seems to be a pretty good solid piece. The hardware and everything tightened down great. Looks good. So hopefully we'll see a lot of good use, a lot of good time out of this. This will last quite a while. All right, guys, there it is. So today we installed our steering box and brace from Mountain Off-Road Enterprises. Everything bolted up really smooth, looks great on there. Another major component or two installed on the frame. We got a couple parts coming yet for the rear brakes. That's going to be a video coming up real soon. We also got some more stuff to do here on the rear axle. I have not removed it from the Jeep yet because I think I found a workaround for that. I think it's going to be able to stay underneath the Jeep and we're not going to have to pull it out again. Once again, we do have more parts ordered and a lot more stuff coming. I really appreciate you guys hanging around. I'm sorry if it's not moving as fast as you guys want to see. This is self-funded. This is just what I do in my garage for a hobby. This will be my daily driver trail truck when it's done. So I'm going to take my time and make sure it's done right, exactly like you guys would do in your own garage. So once again, thanks so much for stopping by. Comment, like, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Remember, no matter what you choose to do today, just be thankful that you can. See you next time.